Well, welcome to King of the Rockies. Glad to be here. I'm sure you are the same. So let everyone know who you are and where you came from.
Hello, everybody. I'm Wam01 from Canada, Toronto, Canada, bit outside the GTA. But yeah, I'm very excited to be here and obviously meet everybody, do the tournament, and yeah, very excited.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously this being the big AoE 4 land, not your first AoE 4 land though. Kind of tell everyone how you got into the Age of Empires 4 scene.
That's a long story, but well, Puppy Paw saw I guess the trailer. We had played Area 3, obviously. Um, but he kind of convinced me to play Area 4 in the first place. I was a little bit hesitant. I'm like, I don't know. We played Age of Empires 3 DE. I think that came out a little bit before
Yeah.
Age of Empires 4, but yeah, so just like a history of playing Age of Empires 3, playing RTS games in general, and yeah, I just thought Age of Empires 4 would be a cool game to try out.
Yeah, there you go. Well, what was your first go-to Civ when you started playing?
Oh my God. Such a long time ago, but I think it was either French or Mongols. There was only 8 civs back in the day.
Everyone so far has been French or
French or
Mongols, I'm
Mongols.
pretty sure.
Well, honestly, I think Mongols is such an appealing civ. It's so unique. The just the uniqueness of mangas, really shines through just because you can move your TC, you can double produce. There's so many things you can do with mangas, and I think people just absolutely love that.
Yeah, and I definitely remember the strength of Mongols early on. They
Yes.
they were I think called the devs baby for quite some time because they were dodging nerfs for a while.
Well, mangas early on, French early on, I think both of them were extremely strong. And honestly, if you're playing any other civ besides those two, you're probably struggling a little
Yeah,
bit.
absolutely right. Well, you talked a little bit about the RTS background. You said AoE 3. What other RTS games did you come from?
So yeah, Area 3, StarCraft, Stronghold 2, Stronghold Legends. Uh, I think that's it, honestly. But that was, I mean, I'm not the kind of player to just like play a game and then play another game in like a year or something. So those games for me, very, very large span of time, right? So yeah,
So you kind of commit to a game a
yeah.
little bit further, but during that time, obviously being a little younger, were you still competing at all, or was it more of, hey, I'm a competitive guy. I like to grind up the ranked ladder, but I'm not playing in tournaments or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm a competitive guy, but never really competing at a big level. But I was always pretty good, I think, honestly, in any of the RTS games. I mean, having a brother helps because you always want to be better than your brother. So I think that contributed to it a lot as well. But I think the youth, especially me, I didn't really see gaming as something that was like something I wanted to be like the very, very best at. I kind of just wanted to be better than my brother. So
Makes sense. Well,
yeah,
when your brother starts competing with you just as well, it makes things easy when y'all both get to climb to the top.
that's true. I definitely happens in Area 4. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, kind of next thing was with like the AoE 4 scene, this patch was very brand new. We kind of walked into this tournament and we're like, hey, we didn't have a lot of practice time. What was your biggest change that you were excited for?
Honestly, I was most excited for the roost changes. I think they, they probably changed that civ the most, right? So I guess most people would be, but I really kind of got into going for the fast caster roost, going for the bull, going for like very, hunts where you get gold a lot faster because of the changes. So roost, I guess. The thing about this patch was is that like every civ got a change. So yes, like one civ in particular may not have gotten a huge change except for roost, but like you're like every civ is getting a change, and Mongo's is obviously one of the civs which has gotten a change. I'm very excited about the hunters as well.
Yeah, good
Not
catch there.
not gonna
Good
say the first
catch.
part, so
What about next patch, whenever that may be? What's one of the biggest changes that you would like to see? Maybe, whether it's balance, whether it's new feature, whatever. Pause button is out of the question.
I hope not, but
Well, that's just it was already
oh, it was
obviously the
okay, okay.
easy answer I would say.
Well, honestly, even if the button was in there, I would not say it because I really want to see a siege change,
Yeah.
and I've been dying to see a siege change for the longest time because I'm of the opinion that if you have a good seed change, this game, like, it's gonna be so fun at every stage in the game, not just early to mid game.
Yeah,
Like,
and
early
I
game
do
is gonna be
feel
fun
like
as
that
well.
is the big gripe right now is once it gets late castle or mid castle, you start getting sprinkled out there. It's just like, ah, pretty kind of demoralizing energy
It
almost.
really is, and I want to be able to attack not all the time, but have I I I I just want to more action, less springolds and mangonels.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, all right. So enough about the balance changes. What about next Civ that you would like to see come to AoE 4? And it can be another variant, or it can just be whoever else out there.
um, I mean, I don't have a save in particular, but actually, we were doing that modded tournament,
Yeah.
me and Puppy Paw, and I really enjoyed Scandinavia.
Okay.
Um, so if the devs somehow kind of made it their own or something, that'd be sick. I really enjoyed what the modders did in that tournament.
Yeah.
So I think Scandinavia could be really fun. You could have the Vikings. They could be kind of like a manga civ in a way with some kind of bounty or some kind of system. So yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah. And now going back to kind of more land-focused questions, you obviously have a previous experience at a land. Do you think that gives you a little bit of kind of comfortability level? Did you have some nerves with your first series on stage? Kind of go into a little bit of your approach there.
So my first ran at Red Bull, I can't say I'm too happy with my performance, but it definitely helped me for this one, I think, considering I wasn't really nervous at all. I was kind of just like focused on the game, and I think that's probably how you should be playing it. Like, if you're focused on the game, you're not focused on on being nervous. So it's like, yeah, the experience helped.
Yeah. And obviously having a brother in the scene, would you say that y'all are technically kind of rivals in a sense, or would you say that there's another player out there that would be more your rival?
I don't consider Puppy Paw a rival of mine, because we work together so often. So it's like, I honestly want the best
Yeah.
for him, and like I don't really consider any player in particular a rival, but I think Marino and Beastie, I want to be better than them and beat them, you know? So
There we go then. What about next steps as far as you in the AoE 4 scene or the gaming RTS scene in general? Obviously we have AOM on the horizon. Are you going to dabble into that a little bit, or are you going to kind of keep focus on AoE 4? And then what about streaming as well? I know people always try to get you to push some streams, and you're more of the, I would say, a little bit more reserved and kind of less likely to go diving into the streaming aspect.
so my personality in general, I'm not so much of a streamer, but so I'm gonna talk about the RTS.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm gonna explore all options. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna definitely continue playing Area 4. I mean, in at least now indefinitely. I don't see myself switching or playing any game long term other than Area 4 at the moment, but gonna be playing Age of Mythology, and I'm excited for Age of Mythology. I think it'll be really fun. Played it during the beta, it was pretty cool. But yeah, so the next one was about
Streaming going
streaming, right?
forward
So
potentially if you plan on doing that more or just kind of every now and then like you do now.
so the issue I've had with streaming is one, I'm not an exactly a streamer kind of creator, but I think over the past couple of years I've kind of tended to kind of lean into that a little bit more and kind of open myself a little bit up a little bit more, especially just because I mean meeting people who kind of enjoy the same things that you do, Age of Empires 4, I love talking about that, and if people love talking about that, then I'm gonna keep doing it. So I want to do more, definitely, but there are some difficulties for me, so yeah,
Yeah, I definitely totally agree with getting to meet the people at the land. That's like one of the coolest things,
it
just
is.
interacting with people that have, whether they've been viewers of mine back when I used to stream or whether they're people like you that I'm always in your chat watching your streams every now and then. It's been a really cool experience. What do you think is going to be your final, what do you think is going to be the score in the finals of the land? Is it going to be you versus Puppy? Is there going to be an upset? And what's the final score?
So I think it is going to be me versus Puppy Paw, but the final score, honestly, it could really go either way. I'm gonna 5-3 Puppy Paw.
There
I'm
we
gonna say
go.
that.
You heard it here
5-3
first.
Puppy Paw.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I look forward to seeing that. Good luck in the rest of the games. I know we have y'all will be seeing this tomorrow when he'll be deep into the action. So keep on wishing me luck, and let's cheer on the AWE 4 scene.